Well, good evening, happy Thursday, and welcome to today's episode of Bronco Nation live from Bronco Super Celebration West here in Buena Vista, Colorado. I'm Jordan, joined by two of my favorite Bronco Nation co-hosts, colleagues,
Hello.
friends, family members,
Hello.
Melissa Clark and London Reeves. And unfortunately, we are down a team member tonight. Laura, unfortunately, got an illness, and I don't know why I said it that way.
Yeah.
She's sick
fine.
and had to set this one out. So Laura, if you're watching at home, I don't know why you would be. I hope you're not. I
We
hope
love
you're resting.
you.
But
Yes, we
we
miss
love you very
you.
much, and we hope you feel better very, very soon. And we're glad you didn't come because that would have been bad. But anyways, you're stuck with us and whoever is going to hop into the guest chair. But it is so great having you all tonight. Join us. We see a lot of you in the chat. I'm just going to go through R2, Al Robinson, Chris Byrne, Michael Cooper, Green Rush, R2, Casey Wagner, Allie DuBois, Paul
Allie,
Stan, and Michael
we love
Cooper.
you.
Yes, I also want to take
Sorry,
a
Allie.
quick minute to send love and prayers Allie's way. For those of you who know Allie or may not know Allie, she is a massive part of the Bronco community and certainly part of our family here at Bronco Nation. And she has a very beautiful dog,
Wolf dog.
Maya, wolf dog, husky, who is just as much a part of the Bronco family
Yes.
as Allie is. And unfortunately, Maya got some bad health news this week, and it's just having a little bit of a tough time. So if everyone could send Allie and Maya love and prayers and just good energy, that would be great. Pray for a recovery for Maya, a miracle, because we certainly want to see Maya at many more Bronco events. Unfortunately, Allie was supposed to be here this week with us, but of course, made the right decision to hang home with Maya, support her. So if you can send her love, prayers, messages, whatever you do, that would be great. Allie, we love you. We're praying for you, and we hope to see you and Maya very, very soon.
Yes.
We'll dedicate this stream to Maya.
Yeah,
How about
we should.
that? Yes.
We should.
But yeah, it has been a great day. Today was the first full day of Bronco Super Celebration West, and Melissa, I'll let you start off because you led by far the biggest part of the day, and that was our very first trail drive of this event. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we kicked off the trail drive today. We ended up with 32 Broncos, which was an epic load, but it worked out great. I think everybody had a wonderful time. We went up to American Flag Mountain, which we couldn't have asked for better weather, I don't think. It was absolutely beautiful. Very nice at the top, just a little bit breezy, but everybody did really well.
Yeah.
Everybody, I was really
They
surprised.
crushed it.
A couple places we needed to spot a little bit, but for the most part, everybody just skated right up there to the top, and we had some beautiful, actually some of the way you staged the Broncos up there at the top with the American flag.
Yeah, I think we have a picture we can show really quick just so you guys can get a perspective of what it looked like up there at about 12,700 feet. And there it is. So we had 32 Broncos. There's kind of a couple rows of Broncos. It doesn't, not all 32 are right there. But it was epic. We had Broncos of all kinds, a couple Bronco Raptors, people from all across the country, Texas, Nebraska, I think Oregon, Washington. We had people from everywhere.
Texas at this
a lot of
event.
Texas. Texas showed up big time. The San Antonio Bronco Club.
It's like, oh, we go to Colorado. We're in.
Yeah.
We're in.
I met one person today who drove from Pennsylvania. So
I knew there was somebody from Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
people come from all over to this event. A lot of first timers this year too. Of course, as the 6th gen Bronco has gotten out there more and more, we're seeing a larger and larger attendance at this event. And today in itself, I don't think we've ever had a Thursday where our trail drive was this big.
It was pretty amazing to see the wait list grow, which makes me feel good. I'm glad people want to come in off-road with Bronco Nation and trust me to guide them out there. So that was much appreciated, everybody doing that. But I think tomorrow...
We're already almost full, I think.
Are we full? We're really
we
close.
might be.
Yeah, we're going to go up and do Hancock tomorrow, which is
very famous trail.
Yeah, so 2 are on the wait list already. So we're full and started that wait list.
Well, and that's the super cool thing about having you, Melissa, as part of our team is you're also a very accomplished off-road guide that we've talked before, and a Bronco off-rodeo trail guide. So bringing your Bronco off-rodeo expertise here, I heard somebody say today, it's like I got to do Bronco off-rodeo all over again. So people can go and do that in one of Ford's Broncos that's provided for them at any of the 4 beautiful locations, and then bring their Bronco out to an event like this and have an epic experience with someone extremely knowledgeable. And I think it just adds such a level of comfort to these trail drives, knowing that it's not just London and I out there leading people, but people with real expertise and talent.
I think it's a natural next step, right? Because people will do the off-rodeo and then they're like, I'm still not sure I want to go out there on my own. So going out in a group. Plus, I just think it's wonderful to get to talk to everybody, just meet so many cool people and look at what they've done with their Broncos. And it was just a very nice day. Everybody was super happy. And why wouldn't you be? I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous scenery out there. And like I said, the weather was perfect. So
It was an absolutely gorgeous day. We didn't have any technical difficulties, no mechanical malfunctions.
No,
Everybody drove gate.
I didn't have
Great.
anybody break. That's always a good day. Yeah,
A
good
couple
day.
little bumps and scrapes, I think most of which were
a little slower than
from
we
me.
hoped for, but when you take 32, it does slow you down just a little bit. But I
Yeah.
think everybody had a good time, like I said, and the top was spectacular. Sometimes you get up there and it can be like 70-mile-an-hour winds. And
Oh, wow.
It was breezy, but it wasn't bad at all. So
Yeah.
And now,
people enjoyed it.
in kind of conjunction with this live stream, we're also having our welcome party, which is the first time we've done one here at Super Celebration
Yeah.
West. So that on the other side of the camera, we have a big hospitality tent where we have pizza and soda and water and all that fun stuff. We're going to be playing live TV football later on after this ends. And then we've got a giant, like,
good.
20-foot projector screen.
We have
It's
cornhole,
pretty sick. We got
have
cornhole.
s'mores, so
We got it all. And I mean,
things.
you can't ask for a prettier setting
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
Buena Vista. So that was awesome. And we're going to do it again tomorrow and again on Saturday.
Yeah, did we have snow? Was there snow here like 3 years ago?
Yes, the first year that we came to Supercell, which was the very first time the 6th Gen Bronco was displayed publicly in September of, was it 2020 or 2021?
21, maybe?
21.
Oh, maybe it's just 2 years ago.
Yeah. It snowed,
Okay.
which was, we were like woefully unprepared. So
Yeah, I heard the sweatshirts went really quickly.
yeah, they did. So when London asked, she was like, what should I pack? I'm like, everything and anything. Snow,
Yeah, I have learned the more
swimsuits,
trips I have
just,
come on,
yeah.
it's better to bring more than less.
Yeah.
If
So,
you see us in the airport with like 16 suitcases, just, you didn't see anything.
yeah.
You didn't see anything at all.
Yeah.
We good? Fantastic. We're going to have a few guests cycle through here as well. Another thing we did today, Morgan, if you want to come on and pop a squat on this chair, is over the past couple months and years, we've been partnering with the Bronco Wild Fund, which is Ford's initiative to off-road responsibly, give back to people who may not have access to the outdoors as easily, promote trail cleanup, promote good trail etiquette, all that stuff. But I don't want to speak on it. Morgan works with the Bronco Wild Fund. So Morgan, why don't you introduce yourself and let everybody know kind of what your role is and why you're here?
Well, you almost got all three pillars correct.
I'll
Yes,
get there.
yes.
I'm
Access,
close.
preservation, and stewardship are our
Okay.
three
I didn't
pillars
use
for
those
Bronco
fancy
Wild Fund.
words, but
You said access.
wait. Okay,
You're
I got
super
one.
close. You're super close. So I work with Bronco Wild Fund. I get to go out and be a part of trail cleanups, and I just got to meet some of the kids coming off of their first overnight hiking
I
experiences.
heard about that you guys were doing something like that
Outward
today.
Bound. So we sponsored scholarships for these seniors and juniors in high school. There were 6 or 8 of these young men, and we got to meet them today and hear their stories. Only one of them had ever slept outside up until this. Yes. So they had an 8-day experience with Outward
8
Bound.
days?
Yes.
Wow.
They weren't outside for 8 days. They practiced and trained for
Okay.
4 days first
Super
to kind
cool.
of prepare them for it. Yeah.
No, I'm really glad you brought that up, and it's cool that you guys did that today because I think a lot of times we talk more about the off-road aspect of the Bronco Wild Fund and preserving trails, trail cleanups, all that stuff we do. Tread lightly, Sons of Smoky, but Outward Bound isn't one that we have touched on as much, I guess, because it's not directly related to off-roading. So why don't you talk about a little bit more what Outward Bound does
Yeah.
and how that ties into the Wild Fund?
Yeah, so Outward Bound works with kids and veterans to get them outdoors, and for a lot of them, it's a journey. It's
Yeah.
not just about, hey, these kids love camping. It's these kids have never had this type of experience. Let's let them see how much you can learn from being outside. So they learn leadership skills, they learn survival skills, and then they just learn to listen to themselves for a minute, because there's just a certain amount of quietness that you don't get anywhere else until you're out on a trail.
I think it's a lot for all of us. The outdoors is such like a mentally clarifying space. It's a place where we can go to find peace and tranquility and get away from it all. And I think that's kind of how some of us got into off-roading, is it's a way to go even farther and to go out farther and to really see places that you wouldn't see on your, day-to-day life. So I think possibly this could lead to another generation of young off-roaders, because I know we're younger getting into it, and so I think just the more people have exposure is super, super cool. So I think that's a pillar, or not a pillar, organization that the Bronco Wild Fund works with that is super neat, and I'm glad you guys were able to
Yeah.
come do that today. A trail or a trash grab, also happened today. Why don't you talk a little bit more about that and how the Wild Fund kind of activates at off-road events like we're at?
Yeah, so it was really cool to see at our cleanup today. We worked on some campsites where we
Okay.
had lots of campfires we needed to get some ash out to help with wildfire mitigation. So we reset a couple campfires. And it was neat to see the variety of Bronco people that came out with us. So we had as young as a 4-year-old participating and helping us with our mission. I mean, he picked up just as much trash as anybody else out there. And then we had retired couples. So it was just a fun wide range to see everybody had a place that they could make a difference in, no matter how old or young you are. So
That's fantastic.
it was really cool. We got all of our sites at the space that we were at, which they did not expect us to get through that many.
Good
so
deal.
we ended up with about 2,000 pounds of ash that we
Wow.
scooped
That's
in
a
an
lot of
hour and a
ash.
half.
Jeez.
Yes.
Good for you guys. Well, for people watching at home that may not be at an event, how can they easily get involved in the Bronco Wild Fund, or what you all are doing around the country, or what's the way they can kind of pour back into their own communities?
So if you go to the Bronco Wild Fund landing page on the Ford website, it'll introduce you to each of those 6 organizations that we partner with. It'll also highlight the Wild Wyoming.
Yeah, that new TV series. We talked
Yes.
about that a couple weeks ago with Kelsey.
Yes.
We
And
had Kelsey
the
on.
final episode
There it
aired
is.
this week.
Awesome.
So,
And what's
yes.
really cool is you guys publish an impact report too for 2022 that kind of shows, well, the impact that the Wild Fund had throughout all of 2022 and the different initiatives you guys piloted around the country. So if you want to see the work the Wild Fund has been doing and is doing, you can head over to the Wild Fund landing page on the Ford Bronco page on Ford.com.
Yes. Thank you
Well,
so much.
Morgan,
for
thanks so
having
much
me.
for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Take care. Okay, we're going to move right along. We got our next guest. Fantastic. Remind me your name? Sarah. Sarah, as you many of you may know, is no stranger to YouTube. She is on the Ford. Why can't I?
Video guy.
Ford Video Guy,
Yeah.
Long MacArthur's YouTube channel, every week doing live streams, and they do a phenomenal job. So, Sarah, first-time guest with us. Thanks so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself, what you're doing here at Supercell, and what you kind of do at Long MacArthur?
Yeah, so at Long MacArthur, I'm part of the YouTube team, or our internet team. I am the producer, assistant, editor, co-host.
You wear all the
I
hats.
do all the hats. I answer all of our questions for our customers. They call in, I answer. I also help answer our emails. And so I just do a little bit of everything that helps Tim out.
Now, you may know Tim Bartz, her co-host.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He was on the stream back at Bronco Super Celebration East, so we're glad to have you here at West.
Yes.
Is this your first time to Super Celebration West?
It is.
What do you
It's
think
my
so
first
far?
Super celebration at all.
Period.
Period. I absolutely love it, and today was my first time off-roading.
Really?
So I absolutely love it. I can't wait to go back out. We are going back out tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
So
What'd you
I'm
think
excited.
today?
I love it.
Did you get a drive at all?
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna ease into it. Take
Gotta get her behind the wheel,
softer
Tim.
roads.
That's fair.
Maybe tomorrow? Tomorrow's a
Maybe.
little bit easier. Right, Melissa?
It's very similar to today.
Okay.
Yeah,
So maybe-
yeah. There's
maybe
areas
some-
that are easier.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Okay,
areas
I've been
that are
telling
some
everybody
areas,
tomorrow.
but
Okay.
definitely I want to try driving by Friday.
Tomorrow's
Yeah,
Friday.
that's tomorrow.
Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday.
It's been a long
All
day.
the days
Saturday
run
is
together,
an
it's okay.
easier
It's been
trail,
a
yeah,
long
for
week.
sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a
But
lot of tours.
I have 2 kids at home,
Oh, wow.
husband, and work 40 hours a week. So
You got to get out here and have a little bit of a
yeah, I gotta have some
workation,
fun.
kind of. You're still working. I know Tim's putting you to
yeah,
work.
We're still working,
filming and
but we're
stuff.
having fun.
Have you spent much time up here in the Rocky Mountains?
Actually, yeah. I used to come out here with my grandparents.
Oh, cool.
In the summer, we would come up and camp for a week
Okay.
at a time. And then my husband and I absolutely love coming up here.
Awesome.
We haven't since COVID, but
Yeah.
we absolutely love it.
So maybe if you get a Bronco, you can come up here and off-road with your husband.
We probably won't. No. He does not like heights.
Okay, then I would not recommend what we did today. Absolutely not recommend.
No.
We had a couple people up there. They're like, I don't get scared of heights. I don't get vertigo, but this is
No, as
freaking
soon
me
as
out a
we
little
enter
bit.
the mountains, we switch places
Okay.
driving, and I start driving.
Okay.
So he cannot drive in mountains whatsoever.
We'll avoid that then.
So I come out with him instead.
Good deal. What was your favorite part of today?
Probably the last bit, the harder bits. Those were a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
A lot more fun to try and see the paths.
Yep. So where can our viewers at home find more about you all? Where can they watch your channel? Where can they watch your content? All that
Yeah.
stuff. Give your elevator
Yeah,
pitch.
so you can find us at Long MacArthur, YouTube or Facebook, or you can check out the Ford Video Guy. We're
Fantastic.
also on Instagram and all the other social medias.
And when are y'all's live streams? Because we're on different nights, so I want to make sure
Yeah,
people know.
We are on Tuesday night at
Okay.
7.
So you can watch them on Tuesday, and you can watch us on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, thanks so much for joining
Thank
us. We
you.
really appreciate it. Great having you on.
Yeah.
Tim, thanks for joining us as well. Everybody say hi to Tim and Sarah in the chat. I see them already saying hello. So great to see you.
Thank
and
you.
We'll see you
Yeah,
back out on the
thank you
trails
for having
tomorrow.
me.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I'm going to hop in the chat really here and see what's going on. Everyone's saying hi. We got a couple more people. Tim Kiley, hello. E.G. Bronk, Michelle,
hi,
hello.
Tim. Hi.
Alcione Ford, Laura Basson is in there. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Bob Master, Mark McDaniel, 4 high, 4 low. Oh, we have to do our 4 highs and our 4 lows, guys. Don't let me
I
forget
gotta start
about
thinking
that.
of mine.
And Technical Disaster. I'm stuck somewhere in Buena Vista and can't watch the live stream with audio, but I'm here in spirit. Where are you? No, if you're stuck in Buena
I
Vista,
chatted with them. They said they
spirit.
were going out to a restaurant, so I don't know if they
did you get stuck?
They might
You
not
hit a
have bus
pothole or
service.
something?
I don't know.
We got to see the one of one pink hoodie that London designed
Yes,
a little bit
we
ago.
did.
Great to
Alicia
meet
was wearing
people
it.
in the chat and from the forums in real life. So a lot of forum members, a lot of members in general here. One of those
Yeah, I know
is
this guy.
TorqueServe.
Yeah,
Better known, or
I
maybe
actually work with this guy.
yeah. I can't speak tonight.
Sorry, yes,
Lesser
you can.
known
You're
as
doing
Blake
great. There's
Torgerson,
Blake.
the site director at Off-Rodeo Moab.
Yeah.
Blake, how's
That's
it
right.
going?
It's going great. I'm really excited to be here. I'm having a good time this week with my wife, Janae. She's here with me. And
Hi,
we've been
Janae.
camping and spending some time out in the mountains here for the last few days.
I have to ask, because you were supposed to come here with the new Bronco.
Yeah.
Doesn't look
What's
like the new
what's
Bronco made
update
it.
on
My
the Heritage?
my Heritage
Yeah.
Edition two-door has been built,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and it's supposed to arrive at the dealer August 23rd.
That's
but
in
it's
a, that's
still
in a couple
in-
days, I think, isn't
It's
it?
it's still in Michigan at this point, but hopefully soon. And so I should have it next time.
I was really
again.
hoping to see it.
Cross our
I'm
fingers.
sure, I'm sure you were just
I
as
was
much.
hoping to see it too.
So
Blake's
Blake,
like, I've been
Blake,
waiting to
what
see
did
it
you,
for 3 years.
Blake, what did you bring?
Yeah.
I brought my 91 Bronco.
Okay.
Nice.
The Bronco I first took up to Bronco Knoll.
Okay.
And so I've been driving it around here. We had quite a bit of fun, and then I spent the last hour trying to fix the door lock on it. So
That's what,
it's
that's
one
what
of
we were
those.
saying. I was like, I think he might be repairing that thing.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
for those who don't know, Blake, you were formerly a land surveyor, is that correct?
That's correct.
So you, like, planted, established, marked, what's the proper term?
Well, I saw the Easter egg coordinates
Yep.
in the Bronco and
Yep.
wanted to go find out where it was. So my wife, my son, and I drove up there
Okay.
on New Year's Day 2.5 years ago, and we decided to call that place Bronco Knoll.
Okay.
And then a couple months later, I went back during King of the Hammers and met a couple of the off-road drivers who were part of the testing team when they were doing the durability testing in Johnson Valley. And they told me the story about how that place came to be important to the engineers, and that's why they put those coordinates in there. And so since I called it Bronco Knoll and I was a surveyor, we took a survey monument and we set that in the ground at the precise coordinates using some surveying instruments to get it precisely located.
So that medallion or that little plaque you guys see in the ground, for those of you who have been up to Bronco Knoll, Blake placed that. He went
Yeah.
up there. You've been up there
cool,
multiple times, right?
I have. Yeah.
First to find it, and then to go back and put that there, and then subsequent
And I went
trips.
back one other time with a
Yeah.
friend. So I've been up there about 3 times so far.
So all the credit goes to Blake for making Bronco Knoll what it is today. You have a
not all the credit. I played a
the
part.
vast majority of the credit for sure.
Oh, he definitely named it. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's another subject I want to get into. How did the name Bronco Knoll come about? What kind of led you to the name Bronco Knoll?
As we were driving out there, we thought we ought to give it some kind of name. And so I was talking with my son. Janae at the time was hiking up. And so my son, Caleb, and I were talking about it and came up with a few different ideas. And the one we liked the best was Bronco Knoll. So that stuck.
Now it's in
heard
the
it here
history
first.
books
Just
forever.
like that.
Bronco Knoll.
And
Now
just
you're
like
an
that.
off-rodeo site director for Moab, as I mentioned.
Correct.
A lot of people have been to off-rodeo. A lot of people have not been to off-rodeo. What is the value of going to off-rodeo? What is off-rodeo, and why should Tom, Dick, and Harry in Pennsylvania come out to Moab and go?
It's an opportunity to, first of all, to meet other off-roaders, to make good friends, and you get to spend the day with some of our expert trail guides, one of whom is Melissa.
Hello.
And our trail guides give you off-road driving instruction. We go through the techniques of driving off-road. We add in the technology that the Broncos offer and how to use it on the trail. And it's a great way to learn more about the capability of your Bronco, as well as to get more confidence in your own ability to drive on the trails. And so everybody who hasn't done it, who has the opportunity, I strongly encourage you to do it. Those who have a 21 model year Bronco, Your opportunity to attend off-rodeo for free is expiring at the end of this
That
year.
sun
so
is setting, folks.
please take advantage of that if you have a 21 model year Bronco before the end of the year.
December 16th is your last day to use it.
That's correct. And for anybody who has already attended off-rodeo, we now are offering the opportunity for people to return. We have a return owner program. You get to come back a second time to the same location, or you can go to one of the other locations. And when you return to Bronco Off-Rodeo as a returning owner, you'll get a special exclusive gift for you and your guests.
I didn't know that.
I saw it. Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
cool.
some of them.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
it's
that's
pretty
fun.
cool.
And it's collectible, so you can collect all four.
Wow, wow.
And it's a great opportunity. And also, if you don't have a Bronco, or I was just talking a few minutes ago with somebody who has a 22 model year Bronco Sport, but it's a Big Bend, so he was not eligible to attend Bronco Off-Rodeo. If you want to come and attend Bronco Off-Rodeo and you don't own a qualifying vehicle, you can attend our half-day retail program called Adventure ORX. So that's a half-day trail ride experience where you can come to any of our locations and participate in that.
Super cool. So this is for all Bronco owners are included, right? Because I think a lot of people are like, hey, do I have to pay to go? It's complimentary with the purchase of your Bronco.
Correct.
Right?
So the first participant, the owner, is free to attend. You do have to pay a registration fee and a deposit. The deposit will get returned to you after you attend. And then there are additional guest fees.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the returning owners, the price for the owner and the guest is included. And for people who attend the Adventure RX half-day program, that includes the price for the owner and one guest as well.
Fantastic. So where can people go to learn more, register, and attend for themselves?
You can go to broncooffrodeo.com to find out more about Bronco Off-Rodeo. And if you want to attend the Adventure RX program, you can go to broncodrives.com.
BroncoDrives.com. Okay. The link to Bronco Off-Rodeo is in the description of this live stream. So you can click there and head over and register, verify your VIN, all that fun stuff, and go see Blake and Melissa or any of the other amazing trail guides at any of the other locations around the country. Well, Blake,
Absolutely.
thank you so much for your time. Great to see
pleasure.
you as always.
Yes.
Hope you got your door fixed.
I did.
Hope you take delivery of your heritage very, very soon.
I do too.
We expect to see it at the next event.
Thank you.
And take care.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Blake. Good to see you.
Okay, we're going to keep the guests rolling.
Yeah.
Next, we have two other first-time guests.
Oh my gosh, these
I'm
are
gonna
special. These are special people for me.
Yes,
so,
I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, we'll get them here. Come on in here, Amanda and
Are we doing it?
Jackie.
I think so.
Okay.
I think we're doing
Yeah.
it.
That's fine with you
Yeah.
guys. That's fine with me. Okay, well, our next two guests are, well, I'll let y'all introduce yourselves. First time guest to the BN Live. You will know Jackie's husband, Chase Gentry, Team Bronco Ambassador. But tonight, it's all about Jackie and Amanda. So, ladies, I will let you two introduce yourselves.
Sure. I'm Amanda Walden, the driver for Rebelle Rally Team 189.
And I'm Jackie Gentry, and I'm going to be a navigator.
Yeah. So really cool. So I've done the Rebelle Rally, so this is something that's near and dear to my heart. This will be the 8th year of the Rebelle Rally. As you know, it's a all-women's 8-day navigational rally through the deserts of Nevada and California. And I've kind of made it kind of a growth thing for me is to really get involved with what I call the privateers. Those who own those Broncos and you've put your own car on the line, you're putting your own money out there as privateers and you're coming out and competing in a very kind of epic event that really at times can put the vehicle at a little bit of risk. So this is one of those privateer teams. I met Amanda actually at King of the Hammers at Bronco Base Camp.
Yes,
right?
you did.
Yeah, and so tell a little bit, if you don't mind, a little bit about what made you discover the Rebelle Rally, and then what made you decide that Bronco was the way to go.
Sure. It actually happened while I was standing in line at SEMA to do drift cars with Lauren Healy. When he was at Bronco Safari in Moab in 2022, he was on our trail when we led Hell's Revenge, and he invited Steve and I to get in drift cars at SEMA, and we did. While I was waiting in line, I met Bailey Campbell,
Okay.
who is the youngest
Nice.
Rebelle to ever compete.
Yes.
And
Really?
she was really talking up this event, so I did some research, and a few weeks later, Steve's former company decided to sponsor a team for us, and here we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you may have missed that at the beginning, Amanda and Jackie are competing in the Rebelle Rally
That's right.
for the first time in 5
First
weeks.
time.
That
They're
they're announcing
rookies.
here on Bronco
They're
Nation
rookies
Live.
and they're
I
privateers.
just found this
Yeah.
out yesterday,
Yeah.
and I was
Well,
super stoked because
it's-
I've known them for a little.
Yeah.
I've known Jackie for a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
Amanda more recently. And so, like, I was like, are you joking? Or like, you're
Yeah.
like, no, we're going in 5
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah, Jack is like, I'm learning navigation.
Yeah, it's kind of an
Yes.
amazing story. So you can, maybe Jackie, talk a little bit about what happened. I mean, because suddenly you're here.
Yeah, so we were actually at the Moab rodeo doing the Raptor Valley situation, and so I got a text from Amanda, and she's like, "Hey, do you got time for a quick call? I'd like to talk to you about doing the Rebelle rally with me." And I was like, "What? What is this? What is it?" You know, my first question was, "Are we gonna
He's
have
coming
time
for
to
your
practice?"
spotlight, Chase.
You know, like.
She's going to be the new ambassador next year.
Like, are we gonna have time to actually get training in together and everything like that? So she gave me about a week. She gave me some time to think on it because I wanted to know what I was getting myself into. Because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know much about it. You know, I'm definitely gonna be a full rookie here. So I, told her I don't know if I have the skill set. She was like, "Trust me, you're gonna be fine." And I just trusted her, and I think that's what's gonna send us through this together. Is that we're just putting trust in each other, learning together, and we're just gonna have fun with it, I think.
So real quick, just to clarify, when was this decision made that you guys are going to be a pair competing? Because I just want to tell everybody, the Rebelle Rally is literally 5 weeks from today.
It is.
Yes.
5
so
weeks.
43 days is when I looked at the calendar. I Googled it, and it said 43 days, and I was like,
8 days ago, is that
Yes,
about the right
about a
time?
week ago.
About a week ago, you committed to doing this with very little. And now look at her; the compass has become like her accessory.
accessory.
Yes, and it becomes that's a very important thing for all the Rebelle Rally. So you guys decided to come up here specifically, not just necessarily for all the the cool stuff with Supercell West, but also because you guys are actually training here together for the first time.
yes,
That's right.
Okay.
So we're driving the Bronconation trails led by the wonderful Melissa and Brian Clark. And while we're on these trails, we are finding checkpoints that are set ahead of time. So Jackie's sitting in the passenger seat as a navigator and is doing terrain association so we can know where we are exactly in space and time.
Melissa,
And
did
we're-
you go plot those checkpoints?
So just to be clear, they're looking for black checkpoints,
Oh,
which there's
so
no
they-
physical marker.
Right.
You just threw them right into it.
We
Yep.
just went
In
into
the deep
we
end.
went into
Yep.
we went
Nice.
into
no better way to
we
learn.
went into
You're
There's
right.
no
Gaia.
better
Yeah.
way to learn.
Yeah, we went into Gaia while we're sitting in the comfort of our camper and said, "Oh, let's put one here.
This looks
Oh,
fun.
let's put one there." Yeah, and then we were a little. Brian did most of them, and they were a little tricky. But I
yeah,
think you guys,
definitely.
Yeah, how'd
you
it
guys
go?
came back down and realized America flag was actually
we
your
did.
checkpoint.
The last one.
So it was marked. You did have a flag.
Yeah.
there.
We did.
It was really fun. It was
Good.
a lot of fun today.
Yeah. So you guys are really kind of getting into the feel of being in the Bronco together.
Yes.
Getting the whole aspect of the teamwork. And I just encourage everybody, I think probably most of you are very aware of the Rebelle Rally and that it's happening just,
You've brought a lot of people to know
5
about it,
weeks
Melissa. You got a
from-
whole fan
yeah.
club
Well,
online.
I'll tell you what, there are so many Broncos. That's why I'm so stoked this year because there are a lot of privateers out there with two-door Broncos. I'm really, because
Yes.
I own a two-door Bronco too. So love the
Two-doors
two-doors.
are
I see
rad.
Alana
Yeah.
over there. She's also here with Rebelle Rally. She's competing this year too as a rookie. She's also in a two-door, but I think we're going to stack the deck this year. I think
Yes.
that four-letter word that we call Jeep may actually get an upset this year because we are really putting forth all the effort and do the training. I'm still going to be there in the Bronco Sport. I'll be representing the X-Cross class, but you're going to see a lot of Broncos out there. So
Y'all got one hell of a mentor, Melissa. I'll say
Yeah,
that much.
well,
Yeah,
thank
she's
you.
been very
Thank
helpful
you.
so
She
far.
has
Like,
scooped us
amazing.
up
Yes.
and been an awesome mentor. Melissa has spent a
Thank
lot
you.
of time helping
Yeah.
us, and I think that's part of the magic of the Rebelle Rally.
it is. It's part of it, and I think the Bronco community. I mean,
Yes,
I've
coming together.
loved all of that kind of that meshing and coming together and just creating that like larger team. I just call it like Team Bronco. So everybody
Yeah.
that's
Awesome.
out
I
there,
love that.
everybody that's out there, we're all just going to work together and have a really good time out in the desert and take some wins.
Yeah.
So
So-
they have an opportunity for Rookie of the Year.
That's our
We
goal.
do. Yep, that's our goal.
There's an award for Rookie of the Year.
I was out there last year at the starting line with y'all. How many Broncos, both Ford teams and privateers, were there? Do you remember?
I want to say
like
there wasn't.
8?
Yeah, there wasn't much. Yeah, you did the photo
I
shoot.
did.
Yeah,
I just can't remember how many. It was 6 or I think it was
Yeah.
6 or 8.
6 or 8,
I
and
want to say.
we still have the classic Bronco, right? Is the
Yes,
the
I
69
counted that
Bronco
in there,
will
yeah.
be back again this
Wow.
year. That's my understanding.
Oh, wow.
And then we have all of all the Gen 6s thrown in, which I'm gonna say that we're probably somewhere more getting closer to that 15 number
That's amazing.
with
Awesome.
Broncos and Bronco
Jeez.
Sport out there. So
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
So we're really excited.
And y'all are competing in Amanda's two-door, correct?
It's a two-door 2021 Badlands.
So Amanda's
Sasquatch?
Bronco is sick. I think there's a picture of it on our Instagram. What's the color called?
Liquid copper.
Liquid copper. Okay, it's a copper Bronco, beautiful two-door. So there's pictures on our Instagram. Go check it out. And they told me they're going to send me pictures for their official announcement.
We are.
So we can
Absolutely.
share it
Yeah.
online for all of those people on Instagram and whatnot. But that is super sick.
Yeah, and you
So-
can totally follow at
was gonna say, yeah.
rebellerally.com.
Yep.
Yeah, if you go to rebellerally.com, you'll see an area that's called live. It's not live yet because we're not there, but in 5 weeks, you'll be able to watch scoring. You'll be able to see live shows that are happening in the desert. And you can also follow, tell everybody your team number again.
Team 189.
189 as
189.
a team. And what's your team name?
Still in development?
I saw that hesitation.
Well, I thought Team
don't wanna-
189 was
Yeah,
it, so I didn't know.
yeah. Because I see Alana over there. She picked hers out right away. She's a part of Team Dead Reckoning. We've
A lot
been
of
part
thought goes
Team
into that because if they
Wild.
stick with it and they just become,
Yeah.
veterans.
She was waiting for me to make the decision.
Yeah.
with the
Okay, it's a
right
good
name.
call. It's
Yeah.
a good call.
We'll
So
figure it
follow
out.
on
You got time. You got
rebellerally.com and
40
you can
days.
you can watch and you can see that live
38
scoring.
days.
Right, you can see them live as they
There it is. There's
they
the
click.
site,
It
yeah.
actually shows on the screen, and you
nice.
can see what their score is. So
And we will be
it's,
sure to post updates once the rally begins with all the Bronco teams, so you can track and follow them
Yeah.
all along as they race their way, starting in Mammoth, California
Yes.
this year and finishing
Yep,
in
in
Glamis
Glamis,
as they do
yeah.
every year. But every point in between is unknown until
It is.
y'all cross that start line
Yeah,
every day.
even to the point when we finish tech, we don't know where we're
Yeah.
going to the first base camp. They'll will issue that to us when we get there.
Emily Miller, who kind of started
She
it
did,
and
yes,
runs the
yeah.
whole thing,
Yeah,
is
she
just
does.
a mastermind when it comes to these
She's
rallies.
very
And to see her
devious.
work
She's very
and just
tricksy.
craft this whole thing
We
is
spend a lot of time
super
strategizing
impressive.
about what she's thinking about doing.
And then
to
she
us.
takes and just throws it, and then she takes that and just throws a
Yeah.
grenade in it, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Watch this."
But I'll tell you one other thing
Sure.
I think is super cool about this event is that there's also a category for bone stock. So this is not something. So ladies that are maybe interested in doing this, and you don't have to be all the way out there with a high performance. You don't have to have a Raptor that's completely built. You can bring the vehicle that you have. In fact, I compete and win in the bone stock category I take a stock Bronco Sport, Badlands, and that's what I compete in the X-Cross class. There are stock vehicles out there that can do that. So the price point is still high, but nothing compared to some of the other racing type events and what you have to have with your own vehicle. But
Right.
I would encourage you guys, because I am super stoked. I love Bronco and I love Rebelle Rally. It's like bringing the best things together for me. So if anybody's really interested, please reach out to me. And I would love, I think all of these ladies too will start to become mentors as they
Absolutely.
finish.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
it's just a greater community of Rebelles. And once you've been a Rebelle, you'll always be a Rebelle. So if it's something you're thinking about doing, ladies, of course.
I saw Zach on the way
Ladies,
back on the trail. I'm like,
yeah.
damn, I just get more and more jealous
know.
every year.
We
I
got a
really
lot
want to
of-
do something like
When
that.
I
There's
was
a lot
telling
of
Chase
dude
about
envy,
it, he was
sorry.
like, why don't they have this
We're
for
gonna go
men?
be a team.
He told me.
We'll find one. Yeah, we
I'll
win.
tell
Yeah.
I was like, why don't they have this for men?
Brilliant.
You can drive,
support,
I'll
though.
navigate.
Yeah, brilliant support. I mean, we couldn't do it without our partners and our
Absolutely.
spouses to be out there to help us with the training and all the support and things that go on. So, but anyway, thanks you guys for
Thank you.
Bronco
being willing
dude,
to be on
Bronco
the-
dude wants to know where they can follow y'all on Instagram or online.
Oh,
If
Sure.
you want to plug yourselves, you can.
Our Instagram is at Rebelle Rally Team 189 at RR Team 189, and my Insta is at Native Texan Sunshine, and you can see the build process on the Bronco that we're driving. War Pony is
War
the name
War
of
Pony.
the Bronco.
And Jackie?
I'm just Jackie Gentry.
Just Jackie.
my
Jackie.
name.
That's it. That's it.
Jackie Gentry, yeah.
Well, ladies, thank you all so much for joining us. Thanks
Yeah.
for
Thank
announcing
you.
it too. Pretty exciting. And
Thanks
I
for
know
having
myself,
us.
the
Yeah.
Bronco
Thank you.
Nation team, and everybody watching at home is really excited to follow you all along. So
Oh,
guys
thank you
so much.
guys.
best of luck out there.
ready for more checkpoints tomorrow.
Yes,
We're-
yes.
we're-
100%.
Okay.
We're ready. Planning now. So
Thank
all right.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's London?
Oh, we're gonna do.
Okay, Chase and Scott, get in here.
Chase.
I'm just going to keep my seat.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just going to stay there.
I'm filming you guys, filming me, filming them.
We're live.
Okay.
We're live.
We're double
Liveception.
at Bronco Nation.
So Chase, what do you?
So all y'all at home are on Chase's Instagram now.
Just
That's
before
how it
we
works.
take away and start talking about other things, what are you thinking about this whole Rebelle Rally thing?
Yeah.
I'm stoked about it. I think it's amazing.
Chase is Jackie's husband.
Yes,
Yes.
hello.
Yeah, in case you didn't know,
Jack is the better
famous
half, but yeah.
Jackie Gentry. This is her husband, Chase,
Yeah.
Chase Gentry.
The infamous. Yeah. I think it's really exciting. I think it's really cool for her to immerse herself a little deeper into the stuff that I've been doing for a long time. And I think this is gonna be a huge skill set and learning curve. And to do it with people like yourself and all the other super awesome women along in the Rebelle, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, Awesome. Yeah.
Full on Bronco family now.
Yeah,
You just
definitely.
You just committed your
Yeah,
lives to Bronco.
Everything. I tattooed it and everything. We're ready.
Speaking of that, Chase, you just took delivery of something
I did.
special.
Yep. I got.
Why don't you tell us about that?
I dropped off my 2021 Wild Track that had 76,000 miles on it that I did in 18 months, and picked up a 2023 Wild Track with the Haas 3.0, which is
Nice.
rad. We got to test it out today, and it's already got 3,500 miles on it, in 2.5 weeks. So
So it's technically your third Bronco because you had the legendary Outer Banks that
I
you
did.
just
Yep.
beat the living tar out of.
Yep.
That thing's still like romping around somewhere, isn't it?
As
I think
far
it
as
still
I know,
exists.
I think it does. It's still pounding pavement and trails somewhere, man. I don't know where, but it is definitely on the road somewhere still. Yeah.
What are your plans for this Bronco? If you can share, if you have them yet, or if that's still under
No,
wraps,
yeah.
that's fine.
I have a shop full of parts for it. It's going to be more of a Baja-inspired
Okay.
kind of vibe. Lauren and Vaughn's whole look and feel. of their-
Ethos, sick.
Yeah, I kind of like that whole setup. That's kind of the direction to take it.
So you got some big plans for it, places to take it to. I know you've kind of been damn near everywhere.
Yes. So
you got to kind of leave the country to
been
go
everywhere,
somewhere you
yeah.
haven't been in it.
yeah, this year left on the schedule. We're gonna do hammers for sure, and then I'm gonna try to hit United by Bronco. Actually, this in like 2 weeks.
Is that in 2 weeks?
I think
What's
so.
that?
United by Bronco, it's in Sand Hollow, down in
I
like
think it's the end of
Hurricane.
September.
Wow.
Is it?
I think so. I could be wrong, but I am going to do
Okay.
that, and then hammers is kind of like
Cool.
the for sure's this year.
SEMA? Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. I love
I don't know if
SEMA.
I can get the Bronco put together in time and not beat it up at San Hollow, and
You can just fly to SEMA.
I could do that. Yeah, that would be rad.
Chase isn't too used to airplanes these days with the Bronco, but
yeah.
the option still does exist.
Yes, definitely.
That's super cool. Well, if you don't know, Chase Gentry is a Team Bronco ambassador. You can follow him on Instagram at Chase Gentry. Watch this whole build process. For those
Yeah.
who are newer to the Bronco world, it'll be cool because you're kind of starting over so they can rewatch you build
Exactly.
a whole nother
Yeah,
Bronco.
I'm excited to share the process and why I picked certain things and have that information from the last one to this one, and just I don't think too many people have as much seat time as I do in a Bronco.
I
so,
don't think so.
Yeah.
And you got a sick shop now to do it in. I have shop envy.
I love my shop, man. Jackie's like, "Are you gonna come home?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, there
Gonna
you
build
go.
like a
Look at
little
that.
apartment, little loft,
Exactly,
little loft
right?
in the shop.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Well, sitting next to him
Yeah.
is also no stranger to Bronco Nation. That is
Yes.
Scott Wisen,
Yes. Hello.
who is quickly becoming a Bronco regular. You're just a very
Well, he's also
Larger
known
than
as
life
the
person.
Brafter that Jordan caught at Bronco
Yes.
Safari.
Oh yes.
that.
I
so
was behind you guys for
context.
that.
Yeah. So there's a
Yeah.
picture
Yeah.
online floating around of me like Supermaning a Raptor, which
Stabilizing.
amazing idea,
Yes.
super smart on my
Yeah.
part to just put my body under
It
a
made for great content.
6,000. Yeah, I actually made some memes that are to not be shared publicly.
it's a
so we'll look
thumbnail
at
for
those
one of my
later. I'm not
videos.
going to post those online. But the pictures Chase got and a few other people behind was pretty entertaining. But anyways, Scott, I met you. I think we talked about this in Moab, but we met you in January. You had just got your Raptor. You
Didn't do nothing.
you saw a pebble and you were like, no, I'm gonna go around it. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah, no dirt.
And then you went to Moab,
Yep.
did all that,
Yeah,
and now
that's
you're here
stupid.
and you're
I
just
don't know.
like,
Did I corrupt you? Was it?
Yeah, it might have been
okay.
a little bit. There was some influence. Yeah, I'm following him around a lot too, definitely.
yeah.
Well, I've been watching
got-
Chase
Yeah.
on YouTube and y'all on YouTube since before I had the Bronco.
Yeah.
Since I was first day ticket reservation holder, dreaming for years. Finally got the golden ticket, got lucky, and finally got it. I'm like, I gotta go. And so,
Yours was the first Raptor that I drove, ironically.
yes.
really, that was the first
Yes.
one you drove.
Because
Yes.
we would always talk about this. Chase was like, I'm an ambassador. I've never touched a Raptor.
Yeah,
I'm
his
like,
was the first one.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Look at that.
Anytime. More
So
than
Scott-
welcome.
Scott drove up from Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's this event been? First time?
First time
First
to
time.
any sort of supercell. Yes. Wonderful. Obviously,
The best one to start out
community-
at for sure.
Is it? Okay. We're gonna hit Supercell East as well.
Okay.
So we're gonna try and do Moab.
The views are
again.
not as great. I'm not gonna lie. The views at Supercell East are not quite
Well,
as spectacular.
We haven't been to this Smoky Mountain
Okay.
first. Yeah, so we wanna,
It's very green though.
Very green.
It's very green.
Go to Dollywood,
yeah.
Pigeon Forge,
That's where we're staying in
Hollywood.
Pigeon Ford.
Nice.
Vegas to the east.
Oh, is that what it is? I don't
Something like
gamble.
that.
Well, I guess I gamble. I
He
drive a
just keeps
Raptor.
going.
I gamble every day. it's a push of
That
a
may
button.
be more the driver,
Gamble
not
on
the
the
car.
trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a winning situation.
What have you thought so far of this event?
Wonderful, excellent. All the people are great as usual. The Bronco Nation community is great. The trail today was fantastic. It was very easy. It wasn't stressful. I heard it was
You've come so
hard-
far, Scott. I'm so proud.
It was moderate to difficult, depending with a Raptor. It moved into
We got
the.
tight.
There's not a whole lot that's hard for a Raptor.
It's only if you have to.
cheating,
It's only
man.
if you have to grease the sides to get
I'm
through
not
some
skilled.
trees.
Yeah.
So.
I gotta fake it somewhere. Fake it till you
We need
make
like
it.
a Raptor drive at future events, and that really puts them to the challenge.
Oh, we'll come out to
Can you
Moab
develop
and
one of those?
I can give you all kinds of. We can do that all day. long.
Moab Bronco Safari next year.
Yeah,
We'll have a Raptor drive.
So our trail thoughts for this was to give everybody kind of a good access, because for as much as you've said that, I had somebody say, wow, that was a really challenging trail for me today, because everybody's in a different
Yeah.
place
Right.
in their journey of off-roading, so
That's
trying to make it fun for everybody, and I think it seemed like everybody was having a really good time.
Less than a year ago, almost a year ago, when I met Jordan, I would have been puckered. I would have been like,
We
no,
were at
oh,
what was that place? Contempsey Rocks in
Contempsey,
Texas.
yeah, it's
and-
out of Contempsey, just out of Mason, Texas.
Yep.
It's the Moab of Texas. But the rocks down there are sticky. Like,
I've never
It's a
been
wild
there. You
texture. It's
haven't?
almost like lava rock
Yeah, it
texture.
is. It
It's like
is.
very gritty.
you
Very
do not
gritty.
want to have your lockers on and turn your wheel
No.
and give it.
No
your-
trail turn assist, you're saying?
No.
Or the front lockers, you do not. You're snapping. You think you have steering problems now?
Yeah.
You'll have them then.
Wow.
You should go.
Yeah, we should plan that.
Okay.
Casey Wagner said, "My dad got a great video of Scott almost flipping on Poison Spider.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It took
wasn't a
it took
flip.
our
I
breath away.
It was a lean.
Took mine away too.
I know it is.
You made my thumbnail.
Yeah, he did.
And you did.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
That
was funny.
To be fair, I mean, again, that was another one of those trails where we had like 30 plus Broncos.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
that
really,
was-
the ones at the end of the
That
line
was
were
not
running
Melissa's
rogue.
fault.
They
No,
were
it's
running rogue
probably
back
my
there.
fault.
And of course, who knows what Chase was doing back there with he was behind the groups, I think. Who
I
knows?
came in and Jordan was there. I was like, "Hey, Jordan, I want to do that." He's like, "Are you sure?" Knowing from, I'm like, "You want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" He's like, "Do it." So, I
Nobody got hurt.
Did it?
Nothing got
Nobody
They
damaged.
were just testing your skill set.
Yeah,
It's
it-
called
I made it
fun
out.
level 2. It's
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
level 2 when you have a story to tell. If you just did a trail, it's
Right.
like, oh, like today, oh, it was pretty and it was easy. But now you can go
Yeah.
back and say, yeah, I almost smashed Jordan.
Right. He was up high. I mean, it's deceiving. He was up
No.
high.
I know not to. I'm not that dumb. Like I'm dumb, but I'm not dumb enough to fully get under a vehicle. I know if like it came over, it wasn't going on me.
No,
I'd just
it-
take a
it-
step
it-
back and let you go.
It was interesting. I was like 2 obstacles away, and he like I don't know what he. All of a sudden he was like, oh god, and he's like, hold my camera, and he took off running, and I was like,
I
okay,
did. I
yeah.
like-
He did. He
Keep
ran down the
filming.
trail.
Yeah, don't stop.
And in the thing when it was going, I was just like going, okay, I'm gonna push my fender, and I'm losing a fender.
Yeah.
You know, because I knew
Yeah.
the wall was there, and I was like, I'm losing a fender. You know, but then
The funniest is like one of the cell phone videos one of the guys from Chorax took. There's just like 4 dudes standing behind me just looking. I'm like,
I saw
anyone?
A little
Hello?
less talk and a lot more
Not the
action,
largest
right?
guy out here. Like,
That's
can I
right.
get a little
Jordan
bit more
to the
weight
rescue.
behind
a
this
lot of faith in
vehicle.
you,
They
Jordan.
were so
Hey, you know,
relaxed. too.
yeah.
I saw them.
I do what I
catcher.
can for those I love. That's
Well,
what
you
I,
guys
that's
were
what
just
I do.
keeping it off the wall.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
at that
it
point.
was
Just-
it really was.
Protecting
yeah.
the cosmetic damage.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Nothing. Sorry.
where can all these folks at home follow y'all online?
Go for it.
I'm just 512 Braptor on Instagram.
That's it. Just 512 Braptor.
I've got a YouTube, but it's I don't put much.
YouTube's a lot of work.
I know, right? And I got real work to do. So
Yeah.
not discrediting, right? Because no, not
Wait a minute, guys.
discrediting.
Whoa, whoa,
You-
whoa.
I'm
Unfollow.
Unfollow,
pull you apart.
delete, block.
Scott has to pay for his rent.
Not
There is some truth in that, right? There is some truth.
I got to work to have mine. though.
Jason, I don't have to pay for a vehicle.
I really wasn't going down that road, but since y'all, no, I'm just kidding. So yeah. Anyways, I gotta figure out work and that. So, but
Cool, man.
yeah.
Chase, where can most people know, but where can they follow you?
Chase Gentry on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, I mean,
All the-
just,
all the
all the
things.
socials. Just search my name. Yeah, look for a red Bronco. That's me.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's more places than I am, and he drives. It's impressive.
Got
And Jackie's
20,000.
getting into it too, so it's
But
gonna
I
be
know
a
it's
whole-
going to
yeah.
be pretty
We're-
soon. It's going to be where can we find you? You're going to go Jackie Gentry, and then there's
I
a,
told
It's
her
just
that-
going to be Gentry. Just going to
just
just Gentry
Gentry.
Bronco, and everything's
that
going
would
to
be
come
really
up.
cool. Yeah,
Team
that's
Gentry.
Gentry
So-
Clan.
Good family branding. Smart.
I got 20,000 on the Raptor, and it's not a year old yet.
Hey, that's a respectable number, man.
You know, I'm trying.
Just rolled 21 on this, and it's 3 years old. So. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm fully telling the truth, but
Full disclosure.
yeah. Anyways, thank you, gentlemen, so much
Absolutely.
for joining us. It's great to see you, as always,
Thank you for
at
having us.
events, and the people at home are big fans. So,
Yeah, well, I'm stoked to be here. Love what you guys are doing, man. And any way we can support, I'm about it.
likewise. Okay. We'll catch up with
Appreciate
y'all
you.
Yeah.
in a minute.
Thank you much, guys.
Thanks,
I appreciate
guys.
you.
London.
London's coming back.
and we're losing sunlight, which means
Yeah,
it is
it's gonna
time
cool down.
to go.
Yeah, we got to get our.
Time
you're
to
gonna have to
go.
put your other coat on.
The chat is lively tonight. I love it. Y'all are the best. When the chat is like lively, it makes our job way more fun.
All Q&As.
Laura Vassens. Is it Vasson? Am I saying that right? I don't want to butcher it.
No, I think that's right.
She said, I want to meet Scott too. Chase and Jack here are so great. Yes, they're all great.
Yeah.
Allie said, no, Scott. No to what? Oh, Scott. She didn't meet Scott. I see. I
Scott's
follow Scott
character.
on.
I love Scott.
He is.
You still do want to meet Scott.
Tim
He
Kiley
really
crossed
is cool.
17,000 today.
Tim.
Almost coming up on his 1 year anniversary. Got it November 15th.
Yeah,
so it's
he's
10 months.
and he's off-roaded now.
I think Scott's coming to Overland Expo East. Oh, we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Overland Expo East, a lot of you have been asking. We are going. We announced that, but a lot of you have been asking after the popularity of the glamping tents at Overland Expo Pacific Northwest if those would make a return to another expo, and they are. We will have glamping tents at Overland Expo East in Virginia, which is October 6th, 7th, 8th, that weekend. Awesome event. We were there last year. It's the Overland Expo on the East Coast, as the name would suggest. And so the team's going to be there. We're going to have glamping tents, all the fun stuff. We're going to have trail drives. And it's
I will
going to
not be able to be there.
I
I
won't-
have to go to
I won't be
the
there
Rebelle
either.
rally.
I will be leading all
London
of the
is
trail
going
rides.
to be there. You get trail guide London and Laura.
Yeah, London is gonna. She's
I've been
gonna
doing
be training
this for
tomorrow.
15 years.
She is
so
she has an
15
extreme
years
amount of
and
experience.
You're how old? Okay, sorry.
let's not do the math.
Okay.
Let's
I feel the same way. So
You're bringing
that's
your
good.
car from home to Leiden, right? Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Pavement Princess.
There we go.
Anyway.
Y'all are gonna be in really good hands.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna
Neither
have a great
Melissa
time.
and I will be there.
We're gonna have a great time, you guys.
They
So
are
get
fun.
ready.
It's there will be guides there, so don't give up on
Yes,
it. There
yeah,
are trail.
yeah,
there,
true, we
yeah, there's-
promise. We're not gonna leave
I'm not
you in
trying
bad
to take
hands.
away from the joy of London
I
being the
mean-
trail leader, but there will be guides and legitimate trails.
Professionals.
Yes.
Laura will be there. Where was I going with this thought?
We will be there.
Bronco Nation will be there.
Ladies, the
That's that.
ladies.
So look for that registration
leading.
information very soon. So I know a couple of people have asked online, but yes, the glamping tents are making a return because you guys liked them so much, and so we're going to keep doing them because it's it looks cool. Who doesn't want a glamping tent? R2 said my 1 year anniversary is August 31st. Congratulations! Just a couple days ago, 1 year anniversary. Casey Wagner, yes, another person who has just absolutely put miles on, crisscrossed
For sure.
the country. He was the one you spotted at Mount Magna with that like
nice.
crazy
Yes, at the manual,
off camp.
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
So
of
yeah,
course.
Casey has a manual Badlands,
Yeah.
and he's come to so many events out west.
That was fun.
Phenomenal
that was a
driver.
real highlight. That was fun.
It was very
I love
entertaining
the
to watch.
spotting. I love technical spotting, so that was fun.
One of the most
Thanks
calm
for
drivers
trusting
you'll
me.
ever meet.
Yeah, thanks for
Very
trusting.
calm spotter,
Yeah.
very calm driver.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm way more stressed than both
Huge
these
wheel
two
lifts,
combined.
and we're just all very
Very.
calm, so it worked out good.
Yeah.
Those glamping. Chris Burns says the camping tents at Overland Expo PNW were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Allie's at 45,000 miles. Wow. Anyone else tonight? Are we good?
Allie.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I ordered my 21. It came in May 29th, a day before my birthday. Awesome. Merch. You want to talk about merch, right?
Yes, I have an
Merch
announcement that I'm
announcements.
excited about. So a couple weeks ago, I did wear a sweatshirt that I briefly kind of showed you guys a little bit of in the frame, but we are officially announcing that we have a new crew neck and a new hoodie coming in the
Look
next couple
at
weeks.
that.
It is
We can
Look at
use
those.
it now. It's getting chilly.
I know.
Vibe.
I'm super excited about these. My whole team knows and is probably tired of me talking about it, but the brown one I have been wearing like every single day.
She's like, guys, look at this. I'm like, great. Can I have one? No.
yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, very excited. You guys saw it here first.
I saw it last
and
time first, actually.
I didn't
Because
know.
you're wearing it.
I know, but we haven't like showed front and back, like,
okay.
full situation.
Fair enough.
So yes, that's coming soon. And then also I mentioned this on the Woodward live stream, but we have flannels that are also going to be.
just saying more
Because they were going to
flannel.
say, they were like, Ragnar Khan goes, so that is definitely not a flannel, but I want one.
There's more flannel.
Yes.
And then Allie goes, but what about flannels?
Yes, yes.
Flannels, we have women's flannels. They're going to be a different color. So we have women's and then unisex.
Do you have that?
And
you
right
have the
here?
prototype?
Oh, no.
I know. I had it with me, but I left it at the hotel.
Wait, were you
I
wearing
saw
it,
it. It was pretty.
in the story yesterday?
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's really
We'll
neat.
show this. But
I
so
need
we
to
have
look.
the flannels are going to drop the same day as the hoodie and crew necks. We're excited about that. I was trying to
I
find
don't
a
know where it is.
picture. But yeah, The
if I have a
men's,
picture
I
from
can go
yesterday.
ahead and tell you guys, it's like a black and cream, like buffalo check. It's really cool. And then the women's is like a tealish turquoise and cream check. I'm Jordan, I guess if you want to show this, you can.
So I have a new Instagram account. Yeah, that one.
This
called
is-
Jordan. It's at Jordan from BN. I'm just gonna give you a shameless plug. Okay. Well, a lot of people wanted to follow my personal Instagram, which is great, but it's my personal Instagram. So I created at Jordan from BN on Instagram for all like the Bronco related stuff. So you can follow on those adventures and not, separating business and pleasure.
I'm going to preface before Jordan shows this that this is not my most flattering photo.
It was not taken with consent, so I do apologize. But it was on the story yesterday, so if you follow at Jordan from BN, you saw it. But we'll zoom in
Okay.
to get that out. Is this even going to show up?
I don't know if you guys can
It's
see,
horrid.
but
There's your flannel primo. The follower notifications for today. Just give me that back.
Nice.
Anyways,
So,
we'll post
yeah,
it. We'll
we're
post it on the
excited.
forums, right?
yeah, we'll post it forums.
It's really nice.
Probably Instagram story. I'm super excited.
You guys
I've been
are gonna
wearing
love
it
it.
too. I've been wearing all of our samples, and I'm like, look at this.
She's
so-
doing market testing.
Yes, and we're excited about it. So yeah. Oh, look there. We
Oh,
got the Jordan from BN.
That can go away. Thanks, though.
Yeah.
The first picture of me is changing a tire. Don't worry.
So yeah, that's the merch news.
Merch, flannels, new hoodies, and crew necks,
Yeah.
and all the fun stuff.
All the fun
She's
stuff.
really taking care of you guys. As Robert said, if you were at a Woodward thing, we've finally gotten out of blacks and grays and blues and
Yes.
added color,
Yes.
which is a nice change. I'm still in grays, but she's in
Blues.
teals and bell-bottom
Teals and
jeans and,
blues,
just
yeah.
the whole nine.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
well,
fun.
anything else?
It's
From
turning into a party over here.
It
It's
is.
like,
I feel
yeah,
we're like
everybody's,
missing out. There's like a whole
everybody's
gaggle
gathering.
of people
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Can I
I
move
know.
the camera? I'm going to show it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's
I'm
really
calling
kinda
an
cool.
audible.
Yeah.
Calling an audible.
I was gonna say if I could. I
Ooh,
would
look at
just-
that remoteness.
Oh, look at it turning. There he goes.
Wow.
Aw.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's the wall. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fun. It is
And then
so
there's a whole
beautiful
tent
out
behind
here.
there.
We really could not have had better weather.
Yeah.
I'm sure my producers are freaking out. Hold on, I'm going to see
Yeah,
if I
now
can
it's gonna
do the
be stuck and
exposure.
not
Oh, look at
come
that.
back.
Look,
What is
see,
it?
we're going to give you guys a whole panorama. Look at the
Okay.
view. Look at those mountains. It's like
Yeah.
you're being transported.
Yeah, you're here in spirit if you're not actually here.
And
So,
we're in the dark
Yeah,
now.
and we miss you guys.
Hold on, I'll adjust this 1
I
second.
don't know why you guys can't just like
Do
clear
it
your
live.
schedules and come out here. You know, we,
Actually,
we miss you guys.
We get paid to be here, Melissa. We're very fortunate. We're very
I'm
fortunate.
extremely blessed.
Yeah.
I didn't do this till just
We're
a few months
overexposed.
ago. So
We're
yeah,
overexposed now.
Yeah.
I think on that note, we're probably just going to call it a night, guys. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us as always.
Yeah.
If you're watching and are not a amazing part of this community, the Bronconation community, go ahead and click that link into the description below to become a member today. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, leave a like, leave us a comment, let us know where you're watching from. If you've been in the super chat, we love y'all. It's so fun to interact with you guys on a weekly basis. We're just bad exposed again. Maybe that'll fix itself. Anyways. It is always great talking to you. We missed you here at Super Southwest, but we hope to see you at an event very, very soon.
Yes.
Stay on the lookout for London's merch.
Yep.
Yes.
We got to
Couple
share
weeks.
London's merch specifically.
More
face on it.
updates on trails and good stuff.
All the
coming.
fun stuff. We got
Yeah.
lots of news coming. You can follow along all the Rebelle teams in just about a
thanks,
little over a
guys.
month from now.
Yeah.
It's always a highlight of the year following them. And as we root Melissa and her partner on to a
Yeah, Jessica's my partner. Yeah, we're
Another W.
Well, see, the Bronco Sports never lost. That's my last plug. You know, it came out in 20, it won in 20, 21, 22. So we just have a very small burden to achieve.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. But we have to win.
Anyways,
Yes.
you guys are the best. You're the reason we do this, and we couldn't be more grateful to have all of you in this community.
Yes.
It truly
Yes.
makes these events and all the hard work worth it. Best wishes to Laura at home. Hope you get better soon. Best
Yep.
wishes to Allie
Yep.
and Maya.
Love you,
You all
Allie.
are very loved in this community, and we will see you all on the next episode of Bronco Nation Live. Have a great
Sounds
weekend.
good.
Take care, and we'll
ya.
see you later.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Bye.
We said that.